rules. You could print it up for free on Wiley's website. I have the link in the description. Just click on it. And I use the Fistful Lead solo rules here. Player 2, which is the AI, all rules for regular Fistful Lead apply except where noted. Turn sequence is you deal 1 card. So here we go, like regular Fistful Lead. You deal out 5. Okay, so what's that, 4, 5, right? Okay, so what we do here, the AI I do not look at. I just leave it like that and put it aside. Now my cards I could turn around and look at. Ooh, oh crap, I got 2 jokers in there, which jokers will be available in this game. So anyways, here what we'll do is to take the jokers out because those are special cards. And then we'll just put another one here and another one here. Okay, so what I do here is I got an ace, and the next highest is a jack, and then a 7, and a 3 and a 2. So naturally, I'm gonna start with the high card. So you know, because in Wiley's game, you go kings, queens, jacks, so forth, all the way down to 2s. So that's how we start off here. So here's my hand. So what's gonna happen, since I got an order, I can flip it. You reveal the top card for each player. The highest card goes first, followed by the other player. So I'm gonna go ace. Ace of spades, which obviously I'm gonna start that off as the king of spades. Now I flip one of his over. I do not know what it is. It's a 3 of spades. Okay, so I'm gonna go first. That's gonna be a king of spades, and then he's gonna go after my turn. And if player 1 has an ace, you know, I decide to make it a higher value. Blah blah. I just said that. If player 2 has an ace, the AI, if it has an ace, it is always treated as the king of the suit shown by the ace. AI uses the highest numbered miniature for the first card, the next highest for the second, etc. Blah blah. Just the next card of each is then revealed, and the process repeats till we get through our cards. So once all miniatures are activated, grab all the cards, discards included, and shuffle the deck. So it's just like a regular Wiley Games Fistful Lead here. Now see here, they have when the AI activates a miniature, its actions are based on what card suit is played. I pretty much ignore that. This is where I tend to act as player 2, and just try to make the best of it. This is handy if you want to go this route. I mean, this will work. Now, special circumstances for player 2. This is interesting. This is kind of cool. If a miniature needs to rally or get up, it will do that first. If a special card is revealed, what doesn't immediately apply to an activating miniature. So say I get a queen of spades, but the miniature that the AI has doesn't need that queen of spades. That's all right. That miniature can still go, but I will use a token. Usually I'll use a wound token, a shock token here, because a queen of spades removes all shock. Whoops, sorry about that. I will take the shock token and I'll put it right by the baseline of the AI. Now what happens is that's going to remind me. So like one of my other miniatures has a shock. So when it gets to that miniature's activation, so say, you know, I go, okay, a 6, whatever, and it's that miniature's turn, I can take that shock from the previous turn, and I'll use it on that miniature that needs to remove it. So I can remove that shock. So I still can use that Queen of Spades special ability on another miniature. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. And then you go on as play as usual. So I think that's really cool. So you need to check it out. Fistful Lead's solo rules are really cool. So anyways, that's what I'm going to show you here in this game. So I'm sorry I've been explaining a lot. I mean, I know it's time to get to the game here. So alrighty, let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle the cards. Should have did this beforehand, but I didn't, and I'm not that great of a shuffler. That'd probably give me one of those card shufflers, man. So, and wow! Alrighty, see, man. So, do it one more time. And it looks like we're only going to be drawing 3 cards each. As the Halflings only have 3 and the Werewolves only have 3. So start with the Werewolves. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. And now as solo rules, I don't look at the Werewolves cards, but we can look at mine. And oh, alrighty. We start off with an ace and a jack and a 5. So that's pretty cool. So alrighty, so I'm obviously gonna say kings. Well, I'm gonna make my ace of clubs into a king of spades. And werewolves have, holy crap, werewolves get an ace of spades. So, but that becomes a king of spades also. So how's that work in solo rules there? That's interesting. Because any ace card for AI, it automatically becomes a king, so it's a king of spades. So mine's a clubs, so mine's definitely a lesser ace. I wonder, shoot, I guess the werewolves will go first. I mean, that's an ace of spades becoming a king of spades. Mine's an ace of clubs becoming a king of spades. I'm gonna go that route. I'm sure Baron might have something to say about it. Mistakes will be made, people. Okay, I can't remember all the rules in this. But, alrighty, so werewolves are going to go. We got, let's see, we got Renfrey right here, the wolf pack right here, and Wulfsburg over here. So, now they have the trait, creature trait fast, so they can move 8 inches per action. So, I'm a little scared of the wolf pack here. The zombie wolves, like they're soulless, but they could come right in here and start off right off the back, coming after Wilbert, and I'm not sure if that's 16 inches if they do a double move. They're at the, I don't think, no, they're out of range. Yeah, Wilbert's 18 inches away, so they'd be 2 inches away if they all charged over there. Renfrey does want some piggies, so the wolf pack responsibility is to bring home some piggies. Or I could start off Renfrey. You know what? It'd be smart to start off with Renfrey because he has the werewolf's howl. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with Renfrey with the werewolf's howl. That'll be I believe that takes 2 actions. Anyone within 24 inches, which definitely would be Wilbert, they need to roll a die. So if we go right here, oh, Urik's in. Holy crap! They're all in it. So all 3 are going to have to roll a die here. Yeah, Werewolf's Howl. At the cost of both of the alpha's actions, he may let loose a blood-curdling howl. Any enemies within 24 inches must pass a hard task roll, an 8+, or receive a shock marker. Miniatures who pass the roll cannot be affected in future turns. Add a +1 to the roll if the miniature is fearless. Well, that was my mistake. None of them have fearless. Or the Conrad doesn't have fearless, because I believe fearless is a leader's trait. So, here we go. We'll start off with Conrad first. He's the D12 since he's the veteran. He needs an 8+. And he got 11. So he is done. He will never ever have the werewolf howl in this game again. So that's great. Now we use a D10. Oh crap, on Urik. Ah crap! Alright, Urik's got a shot. What a way to start the game off here. And then Wilbert right here. Need an 8+. Got a 7, dang it. So, alrighty, man. So that's how we start off. Thanks a lot, Renfrey. So he did one of those freaking howls. Anyway, Renfrey's done because it takes 2 actions to do that. So now it's my turn. So, well, we obviously know the werewolves are here. Renfrey said hello. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take Wilbert with his -1 for the shock. I'm gonna give him a double move back. He's like, I ain't having any of this, man. So I'm gonna have him run back here. So it's 5 inches normally. So 5 plus 5 is 10 for a double move, but with the shock, it's -1 for both. So it'll be 8 inches. So yeah, we're going right here. Freaking Jurg's like, what the heck's wrong with you? And I'll take care of Wilbert. Oh, and another thing is I did add jokers into the card deck, and those will be considered as wild cards, and then a special event will happen. I'll tell you about it when one of them draws it and go from there. So alrighty, so now we draw again. I have obviously a jack, +1 to shoot, yay! And I got Jurg here with the bow, but I think he's out of range. Oh, and we're playing at night, so everything's half. So normally for a bow, it's 9 inches to 18, so short range will be 4.5 to 9 inches for long range. I know, we're playing at night, and that's just the way it is. Oh, and I gotta draw, and they got an 8, so yay, I go first. I go first. So I want Jurg, aka Robin Hood. He's kind of out of range, man. Maybe I'll roll for recovery there. I need to roll a D10, and 6 to 10, the miniature becomes unshaken and still has 1 action. 2 to 5, he's screwed, and he can move 5 inches away. If he rolls a 1, this is the risk, guys. If I roll a 1, he's gone. He's like, I'm out of here, man. So, anyways, let's go ahead. Blue dice is always going to be halflings. Red dice will be wolves. Here we go. D10. D10. We got -1 for the shot. And he got, what is that? He got a 9. Subtract the 9. Subtract 1 from the 9 is an 8. So, he's in between the 6 and 10. Got rid of the shock marker, and he has 1 action. 1 action left. So, what should I do? You know what? Let's bring him up to here. Use his 1 move action. That's obviously within 5 inches. Have him behind the house there. So he knows they're over there. So, alrighty. Next, we have the Wolf Pack and Wulfsburg. Wulfsburg. There is no line of sight there, so there won't be no cause of fear for him right now. Cause fear is pretty dang interesting, guys. Move the wolf pack because they need to get the piggies. That's their objective in this, is get the piggies for rent-free and take them home. So with fast, that means they can move 8 inches, so they could go 16 double move. Yeah, right there. So they'll be right here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'll move 2 of the wolves right here. 16 inches right here. And then I'm gonna use this guy. He's gonna split off and come after and go towards Jurg, which puts him right there. Voila! So definitely in Jurg's sight there, but you know, they're soulless. So Wulfsburg and Conrad. So here, so we flip it over. Conrad has, oh crap, 5 of diamonds, that's right. Oh, and a 10 of diamonds. So Wulfsburg gets to go first here. Wulfsburg is going to move his 8 inches because Wulfsburg wants to come out and play. And you know, he's also a zombie wolf too. He's just a bigger wolf. So we'll move him right smack dab in the center here. Heck, have him come over here again too. He'd be right behind him. So, oh boy. And then that leaves Conrad. Conrad's right here. What are we going to do, Conrad? What are we going to do? This is what Conrad's going to do. He's going to double move 10 inches away from over here. So now he's got sight of them both. And we're going to just take our chances here. Hopefully he doesn't bust out a cause fear or whatever. Which he probably is. Both sides have gone, so you take the discard, you put it in. Oh, shoot! I got to roll for reinforcements here. So on the first turn, I take a D10, and I need to get I need to get a 1. So in the first turn, so you minus whatever the roll is. So the roll is an 8. Minus 1's a 7. So obviously reinforcement doesn't arrive. We really need the reinforcements to arrive because they're bringing some silver along, which is very, very valuable when you're fighting werewolves. Because werewolves cannot be wounded by normal bullets, so any wound or out of action result from a firearm or bow is treated as a shaken result unless shooter was using silver ammunition, like silver tipped arrows. Close combat weapons can affect werewolves as normal, but have a -1 to the wound roll due to the werewolf's tough hide. So that's not good for the halflings either because they're small, so they got a -1 to the wound roll there. So they go in close combat with any of these wolves, it's a -2 on the wound roll if they hit. So, alright, so no reinforcements on that one, and we go on to turn 2. Shuffle the cards up here. And let's hope for some. Let's hope that we get the first turn because I guarantee you, second turn, if the AI, I know exactly what the AI would do. Wulfsburg would use to cause fear on Conrad. So, okay, 1. There's 3. So I do not look at theirs, and I can look at mine. Ooh, I got an ace, and a 9, and a 7. 7's gonna be nice to have. So, alright, so ace, 9, 7. So, alrighty. Obviously, I'll flip over my ace, and flip over the werewolves. Yes, yes, they got 9 diamonds. So, I get to go first. Okay, Yurik's gonna go first here because he's got the bow, and 4.5. He is he's at 3.5 inches, so he's got short range on him. So 5+ to hit. Also, he has Deadeye for his shoot rolls, so it's a 4+ to hit. And those are zombie wolf packs, so they're soulless. Now they're not werewolves; they're just zombie wolf packs. So regular weapons will take effect on them. And just to let you know, Yurik Greenhand has barbed arrows, so it's a +1 to the wound rolls if he hits. So we got short range. So I gotta get a 5. With a Deadeye, I gotta get a 4+, and then with the soulless, that's another +1 to the shooting. So I gotta get a +3. So a 3+ to hit. So come on, baby, come on, come on. And God, barely got a 4. Now we roll for the wound, and what do we got? There's nothing special here. Nothing going on because it's not close combat for the wolf pack. We just have a +1 to the wound roll, and that is it. Yeah, because the other one is slippery. So a +1. Let's see what we got here, man. 9 to 10, it's out of action. 6 and an 8's a wound, and if it's shaken, he ignores it. And we got an 8. Yeah, 8. Ooh, 8 plus for the barbed arrows is a 1. So yeah, +1, so it's a 9. Yeah. So 9 is out of action. Bam! We just knocked him out. Right. Awesome, Yurik. Good job, Yurik. So, anyways, shoot, just take him out. Anyway, I don't know. We'll put the zombie wolf right here next to Yurik. That's his little trophy. So, boom! That was cool. That was his first action. So, and, well, he could take a shot. He can, because it's a soulless. Yes, it'll be long range though because it's dark, so it'll be 9 inches, and he is at 6 inches. Go for it. Why not? So Yurik's going to take his second action. He's going to shoot at Wulfsburg here. Holy smokes! I was afraid of these wolf packs, thinking that they're going to jump on close combat. Okay, so Wulfsburg Here, let's go. So it's long range, so I have to get an 8+ to hit. So I'm gonna roll on this thing. Nah, here, we'll just roll right in front. Got a 7 with the Deadeye is a +1 and the Soulless, so he hit. So it's a, yep, 8, and we got a +1 there. He rolled a 9. Boom, boom, boom. So it's a hit on Wulfsburg. Let's see what happens here, man. The roll for a wound is, oh crap, a 2. So it didn't matter. 2 ain't gonna do anything. Yeah, if it's a +1, it's a 3. So it's gonna be a shock, which does nothing. So that takes care of that because they're soulless, so it doesn't do anything to them at all. Okay, Yerk is done. Now we got 9 diamonds here, and I guess Wulfsburg's a little pissed off right now, and he's got Conrad in his sights. And is he? I think cause fury have to be within 12 inches, which I'm sure. Oh yeah, he's 8 inches away. So we're gonna do. Oops, I hit the camera. Sorry, guys. All right, so he's gonna bust out a cause fear. Okay, guys, check this out. This is the cool thing about cause fear. All right, the werewolf instills fear in all that meet its gaze. As an action, the werewolf may use this ability on any enemy within 12 inches. So it's only going to cost him 1 action. All right, so we're going to treat this as it's a fear is induced similar to close combat. Both werewolf and victim roll close combat dice. Victim rolls higher, nothing happens. They have overcome their fears and are immune to any further attempts by any werewolf for the rest of the game. All right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and roll. Red is for the wolf. Blue is for the halflings. And we get, let's just roll right here. Oh crap. Why are all these dice getting... We got a 6 with the wolf and, oh crap, a 3 with the halflings. Bang! So the difference, so we got to take the difference from that. If the werewolf rolls higher, subtract the victim's roll and use the difference on the chart below. 6 subtract 3 is a 3. Okay, 1 to 2, the victim becomes fearful and immediately pulls back 1 move from the attacker. That's not us. 3 to 5, the victim becomes fearful and immediately pulls back 1 move from the attacker and gets a shock marker. So if it's 1 move, it's going to be 5 inches. Ah, no! Big baddie! I guess. So he goes way back here. And he's got a shock on him. So, and that's just 1 action there. Nice. Nice. Conrad just pee-peed his pants. And that's it. So now he's got another action here. So what's Wulfsburg going to do? Wulfsburg is going to go into close combat. Yeah, because it's going to force close combat. Because he got 8 inches for his fast trait. He's 6 inches from Yerk. Oh, crap. Here we go, guys. Whoa. Go! Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay, we got close combat here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice. Red for wolves. Oops, sorry, hit the camera again. Blue for the halflings. And then we'll go ahead and take care of the plus and minuses or whatever here. So, so here we go. We get, dang it, a 7. Oh crap. And a 2 for the halflings. This is not good. So okay, any most modifiers for is a +1 for the close combat, fang and claw. So +1 there puts that at an 8. I'm sorry, but this when I see it wherever the 8 is. So you got that, and then for Uric, he's small. So a small, oh, it's for the wound roll, so okay. But he does have a light armor roll, so I have to roll an 8+. Okay, so remember he's got a 2. Here, I'll just use, not here, just use this one. He's at a 2. He's got to get an 8+. And he got a 5, so he failed it. So, alright, so now we're back at a 2. So he failed that. Yeah, so you're pretty much screwed. Oh, boy. So, alrighty, so then you take the difference. 8 subtract 2 is 6. So when you do the close combat with a 6, that means you add a +2 to the wound roll. Oh my gosh. I believe that's how it was. Yeah, I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's a plus, yeah, 6. So it's a +2 to the wound roll. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go, man. Come on, Yerk. And got a 3. So with a 3, oh crap. But he's also small, so it's a -1. So that's actually a 4. So Wulfsburg rolled a 4. Yeah. And so a 4 on the wound chart is just a shaken. Oh, barely got through. Ooh. So we got a shaken here. I don't think he's going to want to switch, turn him around, or push him back. I think he's going to want to remain in close combat. That's what I would do because I have the advantage over this dude. So Yerk escapes with a shock. Wow. Alright, we'll take that. So, alright, now we get to flip. That was pretty cool. Next, I totally forgot what I have now. A 9 of spades. They have, oh boy, what did they get? Oh, they got a 2. They get to roll 2 dice, pick 1. I wonder if I should put that aside on the baseline for later use for the AI. Okay, so anyways, I get to go first. So I got Conrad back here with, you know, scared to death from the cause fear. And then I have Wilbert over here. Now, what I could do with Wilbur is use his 2 actions to remove that shock, and then hopefully he's okay next turn. Or, I don't know if I want him to go up there, and because if we go up there, he'll be outnumbered, and I'll be a -1 to his roll. That's no, because then he'll be at a -1. Dang it! I tell you what, man. When freaking Renfrey did that wolf howl, it kind of messed things up right out the bat. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to roll for recovery and see what happens. I always get a little nervous on this because if I get that 1, or if I roll a 2, it becomes a 1 too. So, alrighty, here we go. I'm going to roll for recovery. Gotta get a 7 actually, a 7 plus. And look at it! Got an 8. Woo, 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 woo. So even if you subtract this, it goes, yeah, we did it. And he's got an action. Dang. Alrighty. So now Wilbert's got 1 action. What's Wilbert gonna do? What's Wilbert gonna do? Dang, he has no range weapons. That's what sucks. All he's got is a sword. Should we do it, man? Should we do it? Should we do it? I don't even think he's in range. Crap, he's not even close to being in range. I could get him there for the next turn, I guess. That would put him right here. That's his second action. So he's getting close. Dang it! So, alrighty. So Wilbert is done. Okay, it's a 2. We got the wolf pack, and their objective is to get the piggies. So if we wolf pack, I know they're in range. 8 inches right at the wall. We're moving both of them there. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that gun grabbing the wall. Well, had one. Oh, look at that. Peekaboo! Is little piggies. So that's their first action. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use the second action. They could be in there. Arrgh! Hey, piggies! Arrgh! Oh crap! Piggies gonna be running around everywhere. So they can only grab 1 at a time. So their next time around, first action is to grab a pig. Second action is gonna be for them to head back. So, and now we're on to the next turn here. Or who's up? I have a 7, which has a reroll 1 die. And, oh, I need to put a marker down there for the wolf pack there. And they have up 4 hearts. Yes, yes, I get to go first. And what we have is Conrad Puddlefoot. Oh, I gotta keep in mind with his traits here, because he had lucky. I could have re-rolled any die roll once per turn. He's got a shock on him. I'm getting like 2 for 2 on the shock rolls. Should I do it? Should I do it? Let's do it. Alrighty, man. He's got a shock though on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for recovery on the shaken, shock, whatever you want to call it. I keep calling it shock the monkey. So, alrighty, here we go, man. So we need to get a 7 or higher. 7 plus. 7 plus to pass the recovery. Alright, I need 7 plus. Come on, Conrad. Oh, crap. You got a 4. But wait, he's got lucky. Duh. And lucky, reroll any die roll once per turn. Any die roll. So I'm going to roll again. And let's see what happens here. So he's got a -1 on him because of the shock he has. I need to get a 7 or higher. Come on. Come on. Got a 4. Didn't matter. Crap. Well, so much for that. Miniature is still shaken, but may fall back up to 5 inches away from the enemy. They may not roll again. 5 inches away from the enemy. Would that be considered away? No, it's still going towards them. Or they may, which means I don't have to, fall back. We'll just go 1 inch. We'll just move over here. There. God, that sucks. Renfrey. If I was the AI and I was Renfrey, I would freaking do the werewolves howl. Well, it won't affect him because he beat it the last time, but it could affect these 2 guys. And the werewolves howl, he could keep doing that, man. I would do it. He's just kicking back there watching his dudes like, hey man, so you guys are doing all right. So hey, Wolfpack, bring my piggies home, or bring them to me, whatever. So, and then Lily Red was just sitting in the house. Of course, she's just an NPC, so she didn't expect to do anything. So, okay. Oh. Okay, so Yurik, you gotta get an 8+. Yurik doesn't have any rerolls. Nope. Gotta get an 8+, Yurik. Yurik got a 2. Yurik, you're scared again. Dad just put 2 shock marks. Son of a biscuit. See, that's why I would have done it. That's why. I mean, heck yeah. Now we got Wilbert. Wilbert got a 3. There we go. And Renfrey has done his job again as an alpha, and we be hurting now. Going on to turn 3. Yeah, for reinforcements, I gotta get, we're on turn 3, so a 2. So whatever this roll is on D10, subtract 2. So I'm hoping for a 4 or less. And, oh my gosh, we got a 4. We got a 4. 4. So subtract that, it's a 2. So we are in. Reinforcements have arrived. Oh! Okay, reinforcements have arrived, and it's the Goodbody brothers, Milo and Ponto. They just only have 1 trait, D10, and they're both brawlers. Each of them have a sword, and Milo has a mace / frying pan. So, anyways, so they start over here. They're coming back from Hacksaw, and they have special equipment. They have silver tip arrows for Yurik, and they all silver daggers is what they were able to come back with. Now it'll take them. They have to get next to them, and then it takes an action to give them their daggers. So right now we need to make a run for Conrad and then help out here. Can't give him a dagger because he's in combat. So I'm gonna be drawing out 5 cards now for the Halflings, and still 3 for the Werewolves. So pretty cool. We got a little bit of daylight or positive, whatever, because we were getting bombarded with shocks here from Renfrey over here doing his werewolf howl. He may have to come out now, but we got some werewolves. We're gonna have some piggies coming back to Renfrey here. So, alrighty, 1, 2, 3. That's it for them. 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, so we got a total of 5 now. We are on turn 3. Can't look at theirs. And I have, oh, got a king, a 10, and 2 6s for reload if needed, which is only for one dude. So there's my hand right there. So alrighty, so start off with mine as a king. Let's see what they got. They have, ooh, a jack. Alrighty, so I got first turn here. Obviously I'm going to start with Milo and have him double move. So it'll be 10 inches. I'm going to have both of them do that when it's both their turns. So, alrighty, sorry, hit the camera again. Yeah, there's 10 right there. Okay, that takes care of, oh, that's Ponto, not Milo. Alright, and then we got Jack here, which, wait a minute. Ah, too late, I already did it. Dang it, I should have got Yerk out there. He has slippery, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Alrighty, well, it'd be a no-brainer. Wulfsburg, still in close combat here. And we're going to do close combat again. And let's roll the dice first and then do the modifiers. Okay, red's the werewolves, blue halflings, and we got werewolves have 3. Jeez Louise. Yerk rolls a 1. Oh yeah, and I forgot, he's got light armor too, so 8+ on that. You got a 1 on that one, so it didn't matter. So alrighty. Okay, so it's a 3 and a 1, so add the modifiers. He's got Fang and Claw, so that's a +1 on close combat. Yeah, so now it's a 4, wherever the 4 is on here, there's a 4. So now it's a 4 to 1. And then he's also got a Jack, which is a +1 to close combat, so that makes it a 5. Oh my gosh. So 5, and then the 1, take away the 2 shock markers, that's a -1. 0, -1. So the difference of a -1 and a 5 is a 6. So on the 6, it's a +2 on the wound roll. Oh my goodness. So the wound roll was a +2. Is a 5 + 2 is 7, which definitely gives him a wound. So now he is knocked down with 2 shocks and a wound. Yerk is not looking good. If he ends up with another wound or a shock, he's out of action. He's gone. So hopefully a Queen of Spades will show up, maybe. Shoot, we'll see what happens here. Okay, next one is a 10 of Spades. Oh crap, what do we got here? King of Spades. So the Wolves are going first. Yeah, definitely going to start with Renfrey on this one. And Renfrey, he's going to kick back here. He's going to do the Werewolves Howl, which will be a smart move because Yerk has 2 shock and a wound. So on a hard task, he has to roll an 8+. Well, that's impossible. He has a -3. So if he rolled a 10, it'd still be a 7. So he's issuing a Werewolves Howl, and that's going to remove Yerk. Yerk is going to be a goner. So that's what we're doing. And bye-bye Yerk. Bye-bye Yerk. And so Yerk is gone. off the table. I'll use Yerk as a trophy for. I'm gonna put him right next to Wulfsburg because at the end there's a possibility that he can be turned into a werewolf. So we'll see what happens here. Now, don't have to worry about Conrad because he passed the very first Werewolves Howl at the beginning of the game, but Wilbert didn't, so I have to roll for Wilbert. He's got to get a 9 because he's got a shock on him already. So, and there is nothing special. So here we go. And Wilbur got a 5, so he's got another shock on him. So that's not good. This Werewolves Howl, I wish it was just once per turn. I mean, go homebrew it, but I'm going by the rules there. Can use it. I just figure if I was the werewolf, that's what I would have done. Because it got rid of one of the guys there. So, and that takes a card away from me. Now I'm down to 4 cards. So, okay. Next is my turn with the 10 of spades. I gotta get the good body brothers up here, man. I already used Ponto. I need to get the other good body. I'm gonna have him. He did a double move there, so that's 10 inches. So I'm gonna have him get up here too at 10 inches. So we gotta run, and that takes care of actually Milo. Sorry, but anyways, alrighty. Now we turn the cards over and see what's next. I already forgot what I got in my hand here. So I have a 6 of clubs for a reload, which I have nobody with any range weapons now. Yerk's gone. And Wolf's got a 3 of spades. So I get to go first here. What do I got? What do I got? I got Wilbert. He was pretty good. No, he wasn't that great. Well, he was 2 for 3 on the recovery, but now he's got a -2 on him. Yeah, alrighty. I'm just going to use both actions, and that would recover one of the shock there. Oh my gosh, that's the other thing, guys. When you have a leader that's in sight, you can use that his leadership advantage as a rally or whatever, and be a +1 to your recovery roll. So it'd still be, I'd still have to get a 6+, so it'd still be a 7. Boy, I need to do a better job on the traits next time. So learning as I go in here, man. Werewolves, they're a tough bunch. So even the wolves alone are tough. So I'm gonna go ahead. No, I need to back him up here so he can get silver weapons too. So let's go ahead and do that. First action is gonna be 3 instead of 5. So he's right here. And then we'll use the second action to bring him back here. And he's got 2 shock there. That takes care. This is gonna be tricky. So alrighty. The wolves. Okay, wolves turn. Yeah, the wolf pack. They got their piggies. So what happens? They're fast. And first action is they grab their pig. Second action, they're gonna move 6 in instead of 8. They're gonna do 6 because they got a piggy with them. Okay, yeah, they're gonna be by the box here with the piggy, and they're bringing the piggy back to rent-free. So each of them got pigs, and that's a -1 on renown points at the end of the game. So, which I guess doesn't really matter right now because we ain't doing so well. So that takes care of the wolf pack right there. I still have an extra card. And that's another 6 for a reload. And that's going to be for Conrad. This is kind of like a healing turn here. So, yeah, he's not even close. Yeah, he's 8 inches away. 2 actions to get over there. And that'll be a -1 on a combat. Let's do it. Conrad, go after him. That is 8 inches. And his double move with 1. Be 5, subtract 1. So it'll be 9 inches. He is in range with a shock. And we're going close combat here. So Conrad is like, enough, man, enough! And he's going after Wulfsburg. So since he ended up in 1 inch of Wulfsburg, close combat, dude. Okay, so let's roll first. And blue for Halflings, red for Wolves. And Wolves got, I got a 10. Conrad got a 10. Yes, 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 yes. Actually, okay, now we do the modifiers. He's got the shock on him, so that puts him at a 9. I'm sorry, but this is how I try to do it. So now he's at a 9. At a 9, but he's using his sword, so it's a +1 combat. So that puts it back up to a 10. And close combat, Fang and Claw gives Wulfsburg a 3. Oh crap! I could have rolled 2 dice in close combat because he has Master of Melee. That's okay. We're cool. Everything's working out, so I'm all right. Because how the heck am I gonna go? Oh, and I didn't even roll D12. Dude, you want to talk about being lucky? Remember, he's a veteran, so he gets to use a D12 instead of D10. Woo! No, that was lucky. So, alright. There's so much to remember. So, and I get too dang excited in this game, man. Okay, so anyways. And that's it. Oh, and he has the tough hide. -1. Oh, -1 to wound roll. Okay. So, alrighty. So we got 7 then. After the modifiers, there's a difference of 7. So now on the wound roll, it's going to be a -1. So we got 7, and that makes it a +3 on the wound roll. But with his tough hide, subtract that, so it's a +2. And then since I'm small, is a -1 on a wound roll too. So now it goes down to a +1 on the wound roll. But remember, I got lucky, so I can re-roll any die, roll once per turn. It's a +1 on the wound roll. If I don't like it, I'm gonna re-roll and hopefully get better. Right? Here we go. Got a 4, so it turns out to be a 5. And a 5 is a shaken. Well, do I want to re-roll that? Because the shaken won't do anything to him because he's soulless. Gonna re-roll it, guys. Gonna re-roll it. Gonna re-roll it. Let's see what happens, man. Yeah, got a 5, and that makes it a 6 because a +1. So now he's wounded. So he's got a wound on him. And I believe that takes care of that, right? Right. I hope I didn't mess up. And he goes prone. So, and I knocked the tree down. Alright, so Wulfsburg's got a wound on him. Woohoo! And yeah, he's only gonna, yep. Cool! So, now we go on to turn 4. Watching this video at this point, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I actually watch a lot of battle reports. I put it in the background while I'm painting or whatever, so don't look at theirs, look at mine. Woohoo! I got 2 aces there. Ooh, you guys see that? Ooh. So, alrighty. Obviously, put down my ace. And what did I get? A 5 of spades. Alright, cool. Alright, so obviously I'm going first here. I'm going to use it for a queen of spades. Yeah, it's going to be a queen of spades, dude. Queen of spades. Because, yeah, that's just the way it is. And I'm using it for Wilbert. Shocks are gone. Kapow! Now that Wilbert has 2 actions, we are double move is 10 inches and he's there. 10 inches. We're gonna have a little bit outnumbered combat here. So Wilbert's in close combat with Wulfsburg. So let's get ready to rumble. Okay, with the outnumbered here. We get to roll 3 dice. Red for the Wolves, blue for Wilbert, and then a D12 for Conrad because he's a leader with veteran. So he gets to roll a D12. So what we come up with is, okay, Wilbur got a 4. Oh! Wulfsburg got a 2. Holy crap, and Conrad rolls a 3. Okay, they barely beat... they barely beat Wulfsburg there. Holy crap. Now we gotta do the modifiers. Okay, we'll start with Wulfsburg here. He rolled a 2 on close combat. He does have Fang and Claw, so it's a +1, which brings it to a 3. But he has a wound on him. So that puts him back to a 2. So then, next we'll go to Conrad's whopping 3 on a D12. Conrad has, well, he can roll the dice again, huh? Because for lucky. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Totally, man, see, re-roll any die once per turn. So we're going to re-roll that. Here we go. And he ends up with a 3 still. Oh, that's lame, dude. So, alrighty. But there's also roll 2 dice in close combat and take the best one. Well, no, we'll just leave it at 3. That's just, you know, it'd probably be worse if I roll again. So anyways, so he's got a 3, but then he has a sword, which is a +1 combat, so that becomes a 4. So we look for the 4. So now it's a 4. So, and then next we go to Wilbert. Wilbert, he's a weapon master, so he gets a +1 to any combat weapon. So, and he has a sword, so that becomes a +2 for a combat roll, so that goes up to a 6. Oh, shoot, and Conrad has a shock on him, so that's going to subtract 1, so it goes back down to a 3. Oh, okay, no matter what, Conrad, you got a 3. So, and that's it. So now we do the wound roll. The 3 to a 2, the difference is a 1, so there's going to be no bonus with Conrad at all. It's just going to be a straight up roll here. So Conrad gets... Holy crap, Conrad got a 12. That means he's Conrad just knocked him out of action, dude. Wulfsburg is done. Don't even have to bother rolling for Wilbert. Yeah! So Wulfsburg is gone. So Wulfsburg gone, and that will be Conrad's trophy right here. And we move on. There, so Wilbur's done. Next we got 5 spades here for the Wolves. Oh, I'm sure Renfrey is pretty dang ticked off with what he just saw right there. So, should we get Renfrey or get the wolf pack? Let's get the wolf pack moving, because they got an objective there. So, since they're carrying pigs, instead of, they're fast, they go 8 inches per turn, but they're carrying pigs, so I knocked it down to 6 inches. We'll do a double move, which would be 12. That would put them right here. So there you go. And don't forget your piggies. And if they return the pigs to Renfrey, it's a minus on the renown points. And I got, of course, I have another ace. And the Wolves, ooh, we gotta take a card out, so because they're down to 2 here, has a 7. So they gotta re-roll 1 die. So, okay, I have an ace here. Well, I'm gonna use to make that ace into, because Wilbert's already gone. That turn, that close combat didn't count as a turn for Conrad. He was just involved. So Conrad's going to go here, and I'm going to change that ace to a queen of spades. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take that last shock marker off, and he has 2 actions. Well, we got some wolves over there, so I don't think he'll make it there. Well, we can find out. This might become a mess here, because if he jumps in, oh boy. So, dang it, I just wish we had some ranged weapons. 5 inches. We'll get him right here. We're going blind, so there's 1 action. Should we take them both on? Well, they only have a D8. I'm not sure that's gonna make it there. Let's see. All right, 5 inches from the base there. Holy crap, he's in range. He's 4.5 inches away from there. Conrad's charged. All right, we got another what do you call outnumbered combat here, but this time Conrad's outnumbered. Outnumbered here. Only thing is, I only have one D8, so I'm gonna have to roll it twice, and then whatever the number is, if it's 8 or less, then I'll use a D10 as the roll or whatever. So Conrad has the D12. So Conrad, oh crap, he rolled a 4. And then first roll, oh shoot, one of the wolves has a 1, so that's easy to put out there to substitute. So get over here, man, dice are dropping. So we got a 1 there on this wolf. Wow. Well, I mean, that's luck right there, guys. So of course, oh shoot, I have to talk about luck. I forgot, re-roll any die roll once per turn because Conrad's lucky. So we'll leave that there, 1 there. So then I'm going to use the re-roll, and then I also had to roll 2 dice in close combat, pick the best whatever. So but I only got 1 D12 too, so I need to get some D12s and D8s. Got tons of D10s. Alrighty, so we'll re-roll. And we got another 4. Well, then do the 1 more roll because I roll 2 dice, a master of melee, and it's a it's a 3. So no matter what, it's gonna stay as a 4. What? I mean, that's just like when you rolled a 3. So okay, so his close combat roll for Conrad is a 4. Now I'm gonna roll another D8 for the other wolf, zombie wolf. And he got it. Oh, he got a 7. Alrighty, so there's gonna be some hits here, man. So alright, so now we do the modifiers. With the wolf pack, all they have is the fang and claw. So they're gonna have that +1. So the wolf pack, he gets it's gonna be a 2. So he's at a 2 and he's at an 8. Yeesh. So alright, he's at an 8. And then Conrad, he's got the sword, so +1 on that. He does have that light armor roll, so I gotta remember the roll for that when it gets to the hit. So he's got a +1 on the combat roll, and that puts him at a 5. So he's at a 5. So all right, so he's got a difference of 3 with that one, but then there's a difference of 3 against him. So all right, 1 at a time. Gotta do 1 at a time. So alrighty, we'll go ahead and do the wolf that actually hit Conrad. So there's a difference of a 3. That wolf has a +1 on the wound roll. Go ahead and roll the D8 and see what happens there. Oh, and since he's outnumbered, it's a -1 for Conrad. So it goes back down to a 4. So the difference is a 4 on that. And still +1. Yeah, still a +1 on the wound roll. So on the wound roll, it's a 4, which is a shock. So there's a shock on Conrad right there. So that takes care of that one. Now we got this hit. Oh, hold on, I gotta roll for the armor, his light armor. If he gets an 8+, then the hit, he got a 7, so it didn't matter. So alrighty, you see, I gotta take this slow when it comes to outnumber here, so I know what's going on here. Alright, so Conrad did hit that the wolf there, so he's gonna be rolling for a wound. There's a difference of a 2. So in a 2, there is no bonus for the wound roll on a 2. But since Conrad is small, there's a -1 to the wound roll, so gotta remember that. And we will roll. Oh, roll high, roll high, roll high. And we got, oh crap, we got a 1. So a 0. Nothing. 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 Can't give him a shock anyways, or it doesn't matter. So there's no effect. Dude, Conrad, now you're in trouble. Okay, it's Renfrey's turn here, and he's not having it, man. He is coming out hiding. No more of this werewolf style stuff, and he's gonna go and charge Conrad, and he's got double move 6. That's way within range there. So whack of 16 inches. So he is in contact, close combat with Conrad. This is gonna be wicked here. Conrad is now outnumbered. Renfrey is a D12, Conrad's a D12. We're gonna have to share the D12 dice and see if I could do this right. And then you got the 2 zombie wolves coming after Conrad, which are D8s. So we're gonna go ahead and roll the close combats first, and then do the modifiers. So Renfrey's roll will be first. Renfrey gets Renfrey rolls an 11. So, okay, so Renfrey rolled an 11. Conrad rolls a 9. Okay, so Conrad has a 9, which I can actually use a D10 for that unless so I can remember what he has there. So Conrad rolled a 9, and Renfrey's got an 11. Now, or actually, yeah, it is an 11. We'll get to the modifiers here. I'm jumping the gun here. Now I need a D8 here for the 2 wolves here. So the first one is, holy crap, he rolled an 8. So alrighty, I'm gonna roll D8 for the other one. So he's got an 8. Here, let's go ahead. This will help me out. There, he's got an 8. And the second one got a 6. Alrighty. Okay, so we got the rolls out of the way. Now we're going to do the modifiers. Renfrey's modifiers is Fang and Claw, so that's going to give him a +1. So he gets a +1, which gives him a 12. Let's do Conrad's modifier. Conrad's modifier for close combat is a +1 for the sword. So that puts him up to a 10. So he's at 10. Oh, I still need to roll for his light armor, which is an 8+. I'll do that here real soon here. And that's the only modifier he has. So let's go ahead and roll the armor, which is on a D10. He's got, I'm gonna roll a D10. He's got to get an 8, or got to roll. Okay, he's got a 12. He's got to get an 8+. You got a 3, so nothing happened. All right, so now Renfrey's 12. All right. Okay, so that takes care of Conrad's modifier. And the wolves don't, they have Fang and Claw, which is a +1 to the combat rolls. So a +1 to combat rolls, that would give that wolf a 9. And this one a 7. Now, I need to do a subtract 3 from Conrad because he's outnumbered, and that's a -2. When you have 3 attacking you, that's a -2. Oh crap, this isn't good. And then the shock he has, so that 10 now becomes a 7. Oh no, not good here. So Renfrey's 12 to Conrad's 7 is the difference is a 5. 5 on the close combat chart is a +2 bonus on the wound roll. Also, Renfrey is large, so he gets another +1 on the wound roll. So +2 and another 1, so +3. That is not good for Conrad. So Renfrey's going to go ahead and roll and add 3 to the roll. And oh crap. He rolled a 6 +3 is a 9 on the wound roll, and son of a biscuit. Conrad is down. Oh, my hero. My hero. My leader. Conrad is down. That did not go well, man. That's why I freaked out that he didn't do anything to those wolves or whatever. Ah, shoot. Alrighty. So Conrad is down. Man down. Man down. Don't have to worry about the other rolls. I mean, that was it right there. Renfrey, the alpha, showed why he was the alpha. Okay, that takes care of the wolves. They're done. So discard. And I still have 2 more cards because I got the Good Body Brothers over here. And they're way out of range for anything. So I'm just going to double move them 10 inches. And that gets them, yeah, right at the entrance here. Whoops. So there you go, right here. And that takes care of them. And that takes care of the turn. We are now, so go ahead and get these dice out of the way. And put Conrad as a trophy for Renfrey. And that is where we are at. Alright, let's move on. Okay, turn 5. We have an ace of spades. And they have, the wolves have a 9. So I will be going first. Alright, I chose Milo, Good Body, and double moved him up by Wilbert. Okay, for the werewolves, I decided to I'm gonna move the wolf pack to complete their objective, which is to get the pigs off of the board. Alrighty, next I have 6 of clubs. Werewolves have 9 of clubs. Werewolves will go first, which would be Renfrey. Renfrey used a double move and approached Wilbert and Milo. So we got another outnumbered close combat here. Renfrey uses a D12 and he got a 10. So we put a 10 here. And the other guys, they use a D8, D10s. Wilbert, oh crap, he rolled a 4. So Wilbert's got a 4. And I should have, yes I do. And we got another one here for Milo. And he rolled a 9 already. So that's the combat rolls. Now we'll do the modifiers. Renfrey rolled a 10. Since he's fighting 2 guys, he's outnumbered, so that's a -1. So that would put him at a 9. But he's got Fang and Claw, which gives him a +1 in close combat, so it puts him back at a 10. And so he stays the same. Next is going to be Ponto, not Milo, but Ponto. Ponto has the sword. Ponto has a +1 because he's wielding a sword. So he gets a 10. So now he's tied with Renfrey. And then next is Wilbert. Wilbert has a +1 with the sword. So Wilbert will go to a 5. Renfrey and Ponto, they're tied. So what's going to happen is they're going to just stay in close combat. The only wound roll we're going to see going on here is going to be Renfrey and Wilbert. Because 10 and a 5, the difference is a 5, which means it's a +2 on the wound roll. Renfrey is also large, so that gives him another +1 to the wound roll too. So you got 10 subtract 5 is 5, and that makes it a +2 on the wound roll. With his large, it's a +3. So it's not looking good for Wilbert here. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll, and we'll see what happens with Wilbert. So a +3 on the wound roll with a D12. Which came out to be a 3 plus the 3 is a 6, which means Wilbert is wounded. That ends Renfrey's actions. Okay, we got a 6 here, and I'm going to go ahead and roll for recovery for Wilbert. I need to get, since he has a -1 with the wound, I need to get a 7+, I believe, for recovery. Let's see what happens here. And we get a 4, so that didn't happen, and that took care of Wilbert, so he's still prone. I think I could move him 2 inches away, so we'll just go this way. Right here. So, and that's it. Wolves have no cards, so I play the last one, which is 5 spades, and it's going to be Milo right here. Milo already is equipped with a silver dagger. So, boy, there's going to be a lot of outnumbered close combats here, because he is definitely in range for 5 inches per move. He's at 8 inches, so he's definitely in there, and we got another outnumbered close combat here. So Renfrey D12 rolls a 6. Milo Goodbody, he rolls an 8. All right, and Ponto rolls behind a tree. Oh crap! Ponto rolled a 2. Uh-oh. All right, now we do modifiers. Okay, Renfrey, he just has a fang and claw, so that put him at +1, so 6 would now be a 7 on the combat roll. Milo has no modifiers for his combat roll there. Nope. So he can re-roll, but he's already got a high number there. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll for Ponto, because they're both brawlers, and brawlers can re-roll on close combat actions. So let's do Ponto's re-roll. Is an 8. Yeah! Close combat modifier is a +1 with his sword. But I'm having him use his dagger, so I can't do that. So, because his daggers, if he hits and then it comes a wound roll, it's a +1 to the wound roll. So, we're going to do that. But there is also another modifier for Renfrey. He has tough hide. It's a -1 to the wound roll. So, alright, this will be interesting. So, we're going to go ahead and Milo beat Renfrey 8-7, so the difference is a 1, which means there's going to be no bonus roll there unless there's modifiers, and the same for Ponto. So the Goodbody brothers have the advantage on the close combat, but when it comes to wound rolls, different. Alright, Milo's gonna roll first on the wound rolls. He does have a -1 on the wound roll because he's small, but then he has a +1 on the wound roll from the silver dagger. But it's a -1 again on the wound roll because Renfrey has tough hide. So, and I believe with large, it's another -1. So pretty much Milo is at a -2 on the wound roll here. So here we go. He got a 2, which makes it a 0. So no effect there. So now we do the same thing with Ponto, which is pretty much the same situation here. He's at a -2 because they both had the same. Yep. So he's at a -2 on his wound roll. So here we go, and he got a 9, which makes it a 7, which gives Renfrey a wound, I believe. Okay, we are gonna go to turn 6. Shuffle the cards. Okay, cards shuffled. Let's see what I got. Oh, it's a Queen of Diamonds. So I got a Queen, 8, and a 4. And only 1 card for Renfrey because that's all is out there right now. And he has godlike as a trait, so really he's not prone because he ignores wound penalties, all penalties or whatever. He still has the wound, but he can still it doesn't affect him when it comes to rolls or whatever. So I'm going to start with the queen, obviously. Okay, Milo's going to roll his close combat, and he got, oh crap, he got a 3. Renfrey rolls, oh crap, Renfrey rolled a 11. Ponto rolls a 6. Oh, this is not good. Okay, Renfrey, he has that +1 on close combat, so his 11 went to a 12. The wound he has doesn't, he's not penalized for that. Okay, now I rolled a 3 for close combat for Milo, but he's a brawler, so I'm gonna re-roll it, and he got an 8. That's a little bit better. So, and he has no modifiers on that. Ponto has a 6. I guess, you know, I could re-roll it and see if he could get an 8, or it could be worse. Gonna re-roll it, see what happens. It was worse, he got a 2. Crap, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. So, now we got a difference here. We got for the wounds, 12 and an 8. Renfrey is large, so 12 and 8 is a 4, and that is a, I can never remember these, so I always have to look at the chart. A 4 is a +1 on the wound, and he's large, +1, so he's at +2 on the wound towards Milo. So +2, let's roll, and boy, this didn't work out too well, did it? And oh crap, Renfrey rolled an 11, so +2 is 13. Milo's dead. 11 and a 2. The difference of that is a 9, and so that's a +3 on the wound roll, and he's also got the +1 for a large, so he's at +4 on the roll here. So this could pretty much be the end of the game here. So +4. And oh, he rolled a 3, so that's a 7. So a 7 on the wounding is going to be a wound. Ponto is down with a wound. That did not go as planned. And then that leaves Renfrey with his turn, which is a 6. Okay, Renfrey's going to go ahead and do close combat with Ponto Goodbody. I mean, might as well go after him while Ponto's down. So Renfrey's got a +1 to close combat. So let's see what happens here. Renfrey rolls a 6, so it's actually a 7. And then Ponto, who's down, so it's already -1, and prone, so it's a -2 in close combat. Do his light armor roll real quick, and he's got to get an 8+. He got a 6 on that, so he didn't get his light armor roll. With a sword, he's got a +1 to a combat roll, so he's at -2, but take 1 off, so he's at a -1. So let's see what happens here. He got a 6, so he's at a 5, and that makes it a difference of 2. But since Renfrey's large, he gets a +1 on the wound. On the wound chart, it's a 0, so he still gets a +1 on the wound for being large. And for Ponto is, oh, he rolled a 1. Renfrey rolled a 1 with a, and plus is a 2 on the wound chart, and so he's shaken. So now Ponto's got a wound and a shaken. So alrighty, and then now it's the Halflings' turns, which they are the only ones that have 2 cards left. Try to roll for recovery, because in the close combat, I guarantee you Renfrey's going to want to stay in contact. So let's go ahead and roll for Wilbert first, see if he can recover from his wound. Let's see. He got an 8, and he's got one minus the wound, so he's at a 7. And recovery for that is, he can stand up. Alrighty, so Wilbur, he's up. That takes care of him. Try to do recovery for Ponto. Okay, so Ponto has a -2 on his recovery here, so it's gonna be tough. Man, we're getting to turn 6 here, and we just need to survive one more turn, and the werewolf would leave. So here's the roll. He rolled a 9. Subtract 2 from that on the recovery is a 7. I'll be darned. He may stand up. Alright. Okay, final turn. Turn number 7. This is where at the end of this the werewolves flee. All there is Renfrey left. We have Renfrey, and in the middle there is Ponto, good body, and Wilbert Grubb. Ponto's in a world of hurt there. He's got a -2 on him. And he's pretty much not a match for Renfrey. Trying to figure out how to get one or both of them to survive, because I'm thinking about having Wilbert take off, get out of reach, and then see what happens. If Ponto could make a fight out of this or what. So because I get to go first with the King of Spades, and then it's going to be Renfrey with the 9, and Wilbert's last. So I'm thinking about using the King of Spades for Wilbert and have him hightail out and fight another day. So this is pretty rough. This has been a rough going for the Halflings, man. All right, this is pretty cool here, guys. See, I plan on doing a campaign with that, well, what's left of the Halflings crew. But I am going to do that, and I'm using Wiley's games, Fistful Fantasy. It's the hardcover one. Ooh. But in the back here where it says campaign, you can come down here to post game. And it says here, if you want to see what happens after the game or decide to play a campaign using Might and Melee, there's a good chance you'll lose a few soldiers along the way. The smoke has cleared and bodies littered the ground. Now what? And here we get it tells you, roll a d10 for each model in your retinue that is wounded or knocked out of action, and see the chart below. So here's your chart here. So if you roll a 1 to 5, merely a flesh wound, 6 to 7, it's not so bad. 8, call the surgeon. 9, gravely wounded. 10, food for the crows. And it has modifiers here too to the roll. +1 if model was on the losing side of scenario. +1 if model was out of action. Ouch. So, and then what I just read here on this page right here, it goes over the results. Like merely a flesh wound. Retinue member makes a full recovery and is ready to fight next game. It's not so bad. Retinue member must miss the next game but is ready for the following game. And so on. So like gravely wounded. Retinue member must miss the next game but is ready for the following game. However, the miniature is permanently damaged. Which means he's going to get like 2 negative traits. Oh boy. So anyways. And then also you can earn the renown points here. So you can earn points. And that's what I got here. Like, it's actually minus points because the wolf pack left with 2 piggies, so it's going to be subtracting 2 points off of whatever the groups earned from the renown. And how you renown represents your retinue's reputation, good or bad, across the land. Are you I have an issue reading here. 9 vulnerable heroes whose very name inspires awe, or laughable misfits. Renown points are gained by playing scenarios or because of traits. So you just earn points, and then you could do promotions for your group. Like right here, if you need to replace a dead member of the retinue, you must spend the renown below. Sergeants, that's second in command, cost 5 renown. Regulars are 4 renown, and rabble are 3. You will notice there is no listing of cost for a leader. If your leader is slain, there are 2 options. Start again with a new retinue or promote your sergeant. So, yeah, so then explains how many points to spend on promotions and all that. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and roll this, and we'll see where we end up. Here you see blood markers here, and the blood markers represent who died. Except for Wilbert. He's got blood mark. He's standing here surviving with a wound. So yeah, so Conrad, we obviously witnessed him dying, but he did kill a wolf, so he gets 1 point for that. You're dead, but he did kill a wolf, so he gets 1 point for that. And that is it. We only got 2 whopping renown points. And what's sad, the zombie wolf pack ran off with 2 piggies. That's -2. So this whole dang game, we didn't earn 1 lousy renown point. This is brutal. Now I'm going to roll to see who actually survives this first round of the campaign. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and roll, see what the results are. Going to start with Conrad Puddlefoot. He's already got +1 to the roll because he was out of action. I'm not going to call the Halflings the losing team here. I'm going to call it a draw because Wilbur was able to get away and Lily Red Hood did not get attacked or eaten up or anything. And the Wolves, Renfrey survived, and you know, they got some pigs out of it with the zombie wolf pack. So I'm going to call that even, so there won't be any losing team on this. So stalemate, I guess you call it, a tie, a draw. You know, we Americans don't like that, but hey, man. Alrighty, so he's gonna have a +1 on the roll here for the results. So he got, oh crap, he rolled an 8. A +1 is a 9, so he is gravely wounded. Oh boy. Next up is Yurt Greenhand. He was out of action, so he's got a +1 to the roll, and he rolls a 7, so +1 is an 8. Call the surgeon. Doctor! Call the surgeon. Wow. We'll check that out here. Next is going to be Milo Goodbody. He died, so he's got a +1. And Milo rolled a 10. +1's 11. Milo is done. We will not see Milo ever again. Food for the crows. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, next is his brother Ponto. Ponto Goodbody. He died at the end. Very, very honorable death. I mean, he sacrificed to save Wilbert. He will be remembered. So he's got a +1 to the roll, and he rolled a 7, which becomes an 8, which means he is gonna. He's called the surgeon. Boy, these guys, they just, oh, talk about getting beat up. I'm gonna probably have to get a new retinue here. And then our only surviving member here, who doesn't get a modifier because he survived here, is Wilbert Grubb, and he rolls a 7. And it's not so bad. All right. So it's not so bad. Okay, I don't have to read about food for the crows. We obviously know what happened there. Milo Goodbody is no more. So gravely wounded. Conrad is gravely wounded. Means that must miss the next game, but is ready the following game. However, the miniature is permanently damaged. The retinue member must choose a negative trait. If he or she already has 2 negative traits, ignore this part of the result, but the miniature must start the game as wounded above. Oh, so he's going to be starting wounded. But it's saying retinue, not leader. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure that one out. And then next is Call the Surgeon. And that's for Yurt Greenhand and Ponto Goodbody. And Call the Surgeon. The retinue member must miss the next game. When they return the following game, they must start the game as if already wounded. A -1 to all rolls and moves. As with any wound, a special Queen of Hearts card can remove the wound. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Talk about beat up. And then the last one, Wilbur Grubb ended up with it. It's not so bad. Red new member must miss the next game, but is ready the following game. Okay, if you notice, I said that a member must miss the next game. That is, what, 3 or 4 of the guys out of the 5. I guess I will be making another group. So, until these guys are ready to come back, and then we'll see what we got going on. Wow. So, see, this is pretty cool. I'm enjoying this. You guys can see more Halflings of Midwell down the road here. I promise, try to figure a way to shorten up the game. An hour and 20-some minutes, that's just way too long. I may just do slides or whatever and explain each turn and go that route. I've seen that done before. I know some of you guys like seeing the actual action of the rolls and all that and the moves. But it takes a while to do that. I mean, it takes me about a total of about 5 hours to do this. So, we'll see. But if you guys have actually got to this point of the video, and I don't blame you if you skipped around in the video and just checked out other results or whatever, or just watched the first 10 minutes of the video and then watched the last 5, I'm cool with that. I understand that. And I just want to say thank you for stopping by and watching me play my very first fantasy / Tales of Horror. It's more Tales of Horror, but it's right there with fantasy, because that's the neat thing with Fistful Leads. You can mix in a lot of the books into the game. So yeah, so look forward to more Halflings of Midwell. I am building up little dungeon tiles and stuff, so there will be some dungeon crawling going on, because honestly, I'm a Zombicide nut, and Zombicide is nothing but a dungeon crawl game. So I'm looking forward to doing some dungeon crawling with the Fistful of Lead books, so games. And we'll go through some more of these scenarios that have been provided by Jay Wiley in the books here, and looking forward to doing more. I actually had time to get this one in. Takes a while to set up the table and all that, but it's worth it. I had a blast. Please comment below. I'm sure I made some mistakes. I know I did. I caught some of them. And you could homebrew this game the way you want too. That's the other neat thing. So I think for the next time when I do solo, I may just do a straight up 1-player versus 2-player and draw the cards and just have them face up. And we'll just go kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s, and just call out the card numbers as the original game is supposed to be played. So, and we'll go that route and see how that is. And that's it. So again, like this video, please. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm like a butterfly in this hobby. I do a lot of Zombicide. And I do a lot of you're gonna see a lot of Wiley games. I love the game system, and maybe get into some Hail Caesar and some Black Powder along the way. I bought all those starter armies, so we might as well get those going too. So you might see some Horse and Musket from Wiley Games, and let's just see what happens. So this video is long enough. Seriously, bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys watching this, and thank you. I hope you guys have a good week, and stay healthy and hang out with the family. Watch some movies. Till next time. Bye.